say, I'm a new kid on the block, but they jump still. I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady Fawcett, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? He's still with a left, right, he should look.
More steals than Ricky Hill from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this, I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and me ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back for years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. The St. Joe's, the host treated me different. But I was good on the dribble like an infant.
I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
Yeah, Kendrick. He said don't respect nobody till they came and give him 40. Well, Luka gave him 40 plus tonight.
He gave him 40 and seven pennies right next to it. 47 for Luka. He would have got 50. But they were blitzing the hell out of Udoka. That was one thing within the game he was determined to win. Make sure Luka don't get 50 on. Because that was who was blitzing Luka at the end of the game. He was trying to make sure, boy, I want the dude to give me 50. But listen, Mavs win. Hey, dominated.
Dylan Brooks won't emotionally recover from this loss.
No, Dylan Brooks will be fine. He'll probably forget about it. But listen, Mavericks win. A big time victory, 125 to 107, and increasing their win streak to 7, busting the Houston Rockets win streak, ending at 11. All around great performance, but most all goes to Luka Doncic. He was big time tonight, 47 points, just dominated the Rockets from start to finish, never let up. Like I say, if Luka's second on the MVP ladder, underneath Jokic. After this performance, he needs to be first. Quit disrespecting this man. Right now, in the regular season, he's the best player in basketball. Quit disrespecting this man. Since they've made that trade, the Mavericks have been like the third or fourth best record in the NBA since that trade. So quit disrespecting this man. Mavs win 125 to 107. Luka Doncic was awesome. Kyrie was clutch in the fourth quarter, holding off the Houston Rockets. Tried to make a little push, but it was all to be for naught. Mavericks dominate the Rockets and increase their win streak to 7 in a row, man. Up next, the Golden State Warriors, who are hanging on by a thread against the San Antonio Spurs, 117 to 113. Well,
yeah, I seen that, man. I seen that they're trying to be some type of little thing going on there, but we're not worried about the Golden State Warriors at all, none whatsoever.
Well, it's a makeup game from when they lost the assistant coach. So this game should have been played, but the death, I forgot who the assistant coach was. They pushed this game back to Tuesday. So it'd be another big game. Mavericks got to come with the same temperament. You got Golden State. They champions. They're not gonna go quad into that golden night, but the Mavericks got to force them into it. So Mavs another big win. Guess what? Another big one up on Tuesday. But I'm more concerned about Derek Lively's leg. That's why I'm kind of concerned about. Left didn't return in the second half with a lower leg injury. He looked joyful on the sideline on the bench, but yeah, a lower leg injury. Hopefully we'll get some updates on that. Yeah, man, big, but all around big game. Mavericks on a hot streak right now. They're the hottest team in basketball. I would say right now they're the best team in basketball playing right now. So couldn't come at a better time. You want to be playing your best basketball going straight into the playoffs, and got a big victory over a young up and coming team, and you blew doors off of them on the road. You kind of sunned them. You sunned them. So Yeah, big victory, man. All right, good.
All right, man. You know what time it is, man. Let's do the stats and the facts.
All right, let's get to the stats and facts, brother. All right, let's get to those stats and let's get to those stats and facts. Let me get to my phone right quick. Just pull them up for you guys. All right. I clicked them off. Okay, now I got. Nah, here we go. All right, let's get to the team stats right here. Mavericks shoot 51% from the 52% from the field. So the Mavericks shoot 52% overall. They shoot 50%, 51% from three. So the Mavericks shot the whole game total 50 plus from the field and from three. Shot 52 from the field, 50% from three. There were 24 out of 47 threes. Man, if you take that many, you better get all of them. Meanwhile, the Rockets were 42% from the field, 34% from three. They still have holes in their game. This is a game they definitely missed Sengun in. They were just too small, and they're not a good three-point shooting team. At least not a consistent one. They hit some at the end, but don't buy into that. They're not a good three-point shooting team. Overall, the free throw discrepancy was big. Mavericks only took 9 of them, but they were shooting so many threes and hitting them. It didn't matter. It was 5 and 9, 56%. The Rockets, by the way, was 16 and 19 for 84%. Rebound. Mavericks had a 4 overall rebound advantage, 47 to 43. But the Rockets did have a 2 offensive rebound advantage, 12 to 10. Assists in favor of the Mavs, 24 to 22. Steal in favor of the Rockets, 9 to 7. Blocks in favor of the Mavs, playing big, 8 to 3. That's what you do with a small team. Total turnovers. The Mavericks had 14 turnovers to the Rockets 12. The Mavericks but the Mavericks did have 18 points. The Mavericks had 10 points off the Rockets, 12 turnovers. The Rockets had 18 points off the Mavericks 14. Fast break points, 16 to 15 in favor of the Mavs. That's a win, especially with the Rockets, who are up and down team, like to push it. Points in the paint were in favor of the Rockets, 46 to 38. Let's get to the box score. Start with the good guys. PJ Washington, 28 minutes. He had 12 points. He was a plus 16. Had 1 block, 1 steal. Had 2 assists, 6 boards in this game. He was 4 of 8 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. That's right, Walt Chisholm. He was 3 of 5 from 3. How you like them out? My guy popping that wrist, man. Shout out to P3J Washington.
He's P3J Washington tonight.
Man, listen,
Pop that wrist, huh?
Listen, I told you I fixed them in Utah. I told you I fixed them in Utah. Now look
what happened the game after Utah? He kind of fell off.
I ain't having.
You don't take credit for that.
I'm like Donald Trump. I take no responsibility for that. Speaking of,
he's selling Bibles too.
Hey man, listen, it is Holy Week.
I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here.
PJ Washington does not have a Whoopi Goldberg 3-point shot anymore. He's fixed that. Okay, Derrick Jones Jr. 21 minutes. He had just 2 points. He was a plus 4. He had a steal, had an assist, had 5 boards in the game. Daniel Gafford at 22 minutes. He was a plus 13. He had 6 points, but he did have 5 blocks in this game. Daniel Glockman had a block party. 5 blocks in this game. One man deterrent. The landlord was collecting rent, and the Houston Rockets did not meet it. He had also 1 steal. He had 3 assists and 4 boards. Kyrie Irving, 34 minutes. He had 24 points. Came on in the third and fourth quarters. He was a plus 12. He had a steal, had 7 assists in this game. He also had 3 boards. But the story of the game was one Luka Doncic, 35 minutes. He was a plus 12. He had 47 points, just 3 off from getting 50. He had 2 steals. He had 7 assists and had 12 rebounds in this game. He was 18 out of 30 and 9 of 16 for 3. but 2 or 5 from the free throw line. Maybe he hit some damn free throws. He'd had 50, but all of it, he can't complain. Maxi Kleber, 20 minutes. He had 2 points, or -4. Maybe that's because of all the softness he was giving out there. Also had 4 rebounds. Had 4 rebounds in the game. Yeah, that's about it for him. Tim Hardaway Jr., 24 minutes. He had 9 points. He was a +7, had 5 boards. And he was 3 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Derek Lively, as we said, left the game. Didn't come back in the second half due to a lower leg injury. He finished up with 13 points. 13. He finished up with 2 points in 13 minutes. Had 2 blocks. Also had a steal and 2 rebounds. Dante Exum, 18 minutes. He was 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3-point land. He had 13 points. He was a +6. Had 2 assists and 1 board. Dwight Powell made an appearance, 2 minutes. He was a +1, no points. Omex Prosper also made an appearance, 2 minutes. He did have 2 rebounds and an assist. He was a +1. And also AJ Lawson made an appearance, 2 minutes. No points, but he was a +1. But also Jaden Hardy had 16 minutes. He had 8 points. He was a -4. He had 1 assist, 2 rebounds in this game. Now let's get to the Houston Rockets. Jabari Smith, 36 minutes. He had 28 points. He was a -22. Had 3 blocks, 2 assists, 7 boards. Well, man, he was posterized by one thing. Yeah,
over Dante. Who cares? In this game, this game was over. This game was over at the half when Luka made the scoop. When Luka made that scoop shot, this game was over.
Shams, one thing you should know about Walt, he would never say a mumbling bad word about Coach Kidd.
That's not
all
true.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ashir Thompson, 20 minutes. He had 8 points. He was a -14. He had 2 steals, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds. Dylan Brooks. I don't expect anybody to give me 40. Well, he had 28 minutes. He didn't give you 40. In fact, he didn't give you no points. He was a -15. 1 assist, 3 boards. That man, I talked all that trash and didn't give you no points. He was 0-8 from the field, 0-7 from 3.
Hey, Kendrick, in regards to your Coach Kidd comment, why don't you leave Coach Kidd alone? You got a 7-game win streak. So just keep Coach Kidd's name out your mouth, pal.
Yeah, we will.
Keep his name out your mouth. Why don't you just read your little stats and just keep his name out your mouth?
Okay. Okay, Coach Lover. We know how much you love Coach. Okay. Fred VanVleet. I'll stick to my little stats here. 32 minutes.
I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here.
That was Dylan Brooks' stat line right there. But speaking of Fred VanVleet, he had an ugly stat line too. He had a technical in this game. You know what's going bad when quiet Fred VanVleet gets a technical. He finished up with 10 points. He was a -25. Maybe that's why he's mad. Only had 7 assists, had 2 boards. Jalen Green, who's been on the heater where the Mavericks shut that down. 31 minutes. He only had 12 points in this game. He was a -22. He had 1 steal, 5 assists, and six rebounds in this game. Jeff Green, the guy with that whatever that is on top of his head, it was just ugly his game tonight. Man, shave it off, Josh. It's time to keep it up, man. If stuff don't grow up there, you might as well cut it all off. But he only had 5 minutes. He only had 2 points. And it was a -1. Cam Whitmore, 22 minutes. He had 13 points. He was a +2 in this game. Had 3 steals, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Reggie Bullock, sniper mode, 11 minutes. He only sniped once, for 3 points. He was a -7, 1 assist and 1 board. Tate, 8 minutes. He had 2 points. He was a +10. He had three rebounds in this game. Landale, 19 minutes. He was a -8. He had finished up with 11 points, 1 steal, one assist, 4 boards. Aaron Holiday, the other Holiday brother, 23 minutes. He was a +6. He had 16 points in this game. He was a +9. He had 2 steals, 2 assists, had 5 rebounds. And Williams only had 5 minutes. It was basically gutter time when he was playing. He only had 2 points. He was a +3, had 1 assist. And Walt, that is your stats and facts of the night. Oh, my guy, Boban, DNP, coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he don't care. He's the most famous Rocket on the team anyway. But Walt, that's your
until they come and give me 40.
Dylan, you didn't give nobody any. You agree? That's the stats and facts of the night brought to you by me, myself, and my little stats.
Kendrick, we've got some breaking news right now. Man, it really hurts to do this, man. It really does, man. Join us live right now from what looks like is Boomer Jacks. Probably not having a good night tonight.
Drinking sorrows away, huh?
Okay, man, he was over there. He really wanted to go to this game. He found a way to get in the AAC and got in there. And the damn Duke Blue Devils let him down. They were up. They were up, and then they were they lost the game. We don't know when.
How you let a man that look like he bloated beat y'all, man?
I don't know,
how you let a fat man beat y'all in basketball?
Join us live right now from Boomer Jacks. It's at Tovash 10, and we go over to Vosh. Vosh, how's it going, man?
It's a basketball was a skinny man's game till they saw NC State and what they throwing out there.
Hey, first of all, how we doing, guys? Shout out to Jason Gary, my coach. Nah, man. Today wasn't Duke's time because, man, let me tell you.
How can they do this to you? I mean, you got in the arena. How can they just do this to you, man?
Man, that was such a shame.
That's not it, man. Like whenever you shoot 14 or 51 from 2 late in the second half, or when you go 2 for 16 from 3-point land, you are asking to lose any basketball game. I don't care if it's on a collegiate level. I don't care if it's on the pro level. It's a shot-making game, bro. You make shots, you win the game. Just ask what the Mavericks did tonight.
Just ask Dylan Brooks. He didn't get any.
Oh, wow, I got somebody for you, Walt.
No.
Look.
Oh,
That's Jimmy Poole.
Who is that? Who is that with the glasses?
That's Jenny Poole. Be good.
That's who?
Jen.
Hey.
Oh, tell her to come back.
She gone. She got a date.
We had to see her go.
What it do, baby?
There's the other one right here.
What it do, baby?
Is that Keith? Is that Keith?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my God.
What
Call
the
me
hell?
with Cowboy.
He said, what the hell is this?
Call me
Hey,
with
Sham.
Cowboy.
Hey, Sham. I can't. What is it? How you say, Walt? I can't confirm. I can't confirm or deny why she's here. She's here on business, Sham. She's here on business.
Sham want to ask you how you let a fat guy beat you on basketball. Y'all supposed to be good.
Big business.
I mean,
But hey,
hey. So I've been trying to warn people of NC State, bro. I said it on Twitter 2 weeks ago. Hey, that's a real good underranked team, and we just happen to run into their asses. When I pretty much red hot.
You got something for over Purdue.
and I told Tovash he was going to be going home crying tonight.
I don't know why to keep what you're saying.
That's why we're playing into the road right now.
Tovash,
Play the jersey.
Tovash, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Tovash. Would you take going to
It's the end of the road for the boys.
going to see the Dukes playing and catching a hot L, or would you rather stay at the crib and see them get a dub? Which one you want?
I probably would stay at the crib and see them win. I mean, I'm true blue. If you cut me, I bleed blue. Like that's me. It's been like that since 1992.
Actually, Tovash, everybody. Well, actually, Tovash,
That's what I don't understand. How can you be?
Keith,
You laugh, bro.
Keith, you been drinking?
He's been drinking heavily.
Okay, hold on. Tobias, actually,
Go ahead.
everybody's blood is blue.
Y'all hear me?
It just
This is what I understand. How can he be true blue?
You're not on the show. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, everybody has blue blood in their veins. It just turned red with oxygen.
Yeah, not mine. Not mine.
Let keep the question in. Let keep
Keep
the
going.
question in.
Okay.
Keep go ahead.
So why does he act like this with Duke, but he don't act like this with the same way when it comes to the Cowboys?
So he gave up on that horse a long time ago.
Because when he was such with the Cowboys, he wouldn't be upset. He gonna be calling us upset and hurt.
Because I tell you, because Tobias understand like I understand. When it ain't about winning, why should I care?
Why should you give a damn if that team ain't trying to win games? If that team tells you no, we don't want to get nobody. What are you talking about? That team over there doesn't care about winning, bro. Like that team runs this shit like a business, like a whole business, and pretty much that's the reason why my Cowboy fandom is like it's not waning. I'll still be a Cowboy fan, but at the same time, I'm not like investing my feelings and everything into the Cowboys. Like they don't care what you think. They don't care what nobody thinks. But the moment you stop buying their shit, then they will give a damn. So I mean, no, I'm good.
You don't think Duke the same way?
Duke is a college team.
And in the same way.
Duke is
You didn't go to school there, that's why you.
that don't matter. I mean,
Keith, I think what you want, Keith. I think you want everybody to love the Cowboys like you do, but
exactly. He want people to be stupid about the Cowboys. I'm done being stupid about the Cowboys. I'm not running around yelling Cowboys all day. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing.
No, it's not me loving people wanting to love the Cowboys like me. I still have my like not real love for them.
What you talking about? Well, why you in my face grilling me about the Cowboys then? If you don't care about the Cowboys that much, why are you drilling me right now about the Cowboys? They didn't even play today. They haven't played since like fucking last year, literally last year. And here you are telling me about the Cowboys, and it's about to be April 1st.
About 3 weeks ago, you were still lecturing me about the Cowboys.
I will always lecture about the Cowboys.
I'm gonna let you again.
All right.
Got a little rain going on. Here we go.
But go ahead with the show, y'all.
Hey, this nigga think he got one.
Continue.
Okay, let's get to the highlights. And there was a lot of highlights in this one. Yeah, Luka. It was all Luka all the time in the first half. He had this seek and destroy mode. He was looking for Dylan Brooks. Remember, Luka's the ultimate take it personal guy. Remember, Dylan Brooks last year was with Memphis. He was taunting Luka on the bench when Memphis was blowing him out at home. He was like throwing up the 3 signal and doing the Luka little shimmy. Well, Luka remember that, and he gave he gave Dylan Brooks that business accordingly. And not only Dylan Brooks, he gave every last one of them the business. He was on one tonight. He was talking trash to the
I
refs.
don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
Your 3D glasses, they gave you 47 tonight.
Wow,
Woo.
that was deep.
He meant to bank that in. He said I meant to bank that in.
He said the bank is open on Sunday in Houston. There's another one.
That's another one.
Bam.
What got? Let me tell you something. Luka must love the rims in Houston. Remember, last time he played there, he gave the Rockets 50. He almost gave him 50 tonight.
He almost gave him 50 tonight. Oh,
he would have
there's
gave
another
50.
one.
He would have gave 50 if he hit his free throw, so he would have had 50. Luka talking to the fans again. Stop talking to this man. You're not helping your team. He will take it personally.
Whenever you get hit shots like that, he's about to throw like some crazy shit up. I don't know if you just played it, but whenever you hit shots like that, especially from that dude, the trick shot off the scoreboard in the pregame should have warned them, hey man, I'm about to have a good day.
I wonder if Holly Heat was the one who got him fired up. I wonder if she said something to him if she was there at the game tonight.
I hit her up, but I mean, this is about college basketball, but other than that, nah.
Oh, there you get it. Oh, on you, Dylan Brooks. Oh, you Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, he wanted that one. Walt said he wanted. Now that's one he wanted right there.
That's the one he wanted right there. Oh yeah. Ooh, come on, man.
Oh, somebody just hurt Chet Holmgren. He just hurt his arm.
Oh no.
I think the Knicks.
Look at this shot right here.
The Knicks just
look at that shot right there.
Yeah. You know that's when you got it going on when that happens.
It's your night.
Look at this.
It is your night.
Look at that. I mean, he just had it going tonight. This is typical Luke seeking destroy mode right here, man. I mean, good grief. Bam. Gave him the up and under. Yeah, Landale, you can get some too. I mean, he was searching out everybody. Everybody got some. It wasn't just one guy. Look at her. Everybody got some.
Good to see the Mavs winning, bro. It's always good when the Mavs are winning. Always good. Oh, look, he posed on that one. He posed on that one.
1-7 straight. And the Mavs, with this win, guys, the Mavs have gone strictly into 5th place. They're solely in 5th.
Oh.
Dante Exum, man, is playing big minutes here as of late. And I'm glad they got rid of the wrong guy. I'm sorry. I'm glad they got rid of the right guy instead of the wrong guy. I'm glad that he's healthy now. Mavs fans didn't like Grant Williams. And so I think that's where Dante Exum should have been.
Hold on, Tavati. What just Mavs fans? People that get excited like Grant Williams.
I mean, I like his game, but I mean, he just didn't fit here. Exum is a fit. Exum is a fit. He's better educated when it comes to the game. When it comes to basketball, he knows his role. I'm telling y'all, in the NBA, if you know your role, you're going to go far.
Oh, SGA just hit a game winner.
Bro, it's something different about this team. Bro, I mean, they're bullying teams, good teams.
Yeah, they're bullying teams. They are, but we gotta be concerned. We gotta be concerned about the injury to Derek Lively. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. They won't keep him out because we saw when Maxi Cleaver's got to play the 5. It's not a good look. It just isn't a good look.
Hopefully,
I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here.
this boy went and whipped out Sealy on us, dude. I mean, he ugly.
Damn, she is ugly. She's ugly when she was born. Today she died.
You're ugly. You ain't got no figure.
That Danny Glover telling you, know he ugly.
You can't cook.
It's bad. Hey, so it's bad. It's bad when one ugly person tells another person they ugly.
We ain't done yet.
Oh man.
Hey, you took 29% up out of here, man.
We got Coach Kidd, man. We got Coach Kidd.
Oh, right. How's it go?
What happened over there, Kendrick?
Jalen Brunson just missed the game winner. OKC squeaks out a victory 113-112. SGA hitting the game winner in the Garden. So I guess the national media gonna deride SGA from hitting a game winner in the Garden. Not see that Luka put up 47 points against the so-called hottest team in basketball.
What they should do is call him out for that commercial with Chet Holmgren. That's what they should do.
Come on, man. You gotta let that go. Gotta let that go.
What,
all right, here goes Coach Kidd, man.
Corny jokers talking.
Particularly that first one against your house out there. Yeah, I think on this road trip he's been setting the tone early, and as our leader, he came out and set the tone offensively. But I thought not just Luka but the group was ready. I mean, Houston's playing at a high level. They've won about in a row. It's a big test for us. So Luka got us off to a good start offensively. Our defense, I thought the guys executed the defense to the team tonight, making sure the ball from the other guys. We knew that Green was playing at a high level, so we tried to just keep it tough on him, knowing that he can make tough shots. But Luka again was Luka.
What did you see on that one underhanded shot when the shot clock was running out?
Well, we've been lucky enough to be around him for 3 years, and we've seen him kick the ball in. We've seen him shoot from half court, full court, sitting in a chair. So to see him do that, I don't know. I think a lot of people got excited, but I think at the same time, that's Luka. He's always able to make tough shots. Again, Picasso, and he's going to make a paintbrush. He's going to do something special, and that shot was pretty special.
The way he controlled the game in the first quarter, I was watching and I thought this could be highlight reel. Just the way he dominated every pass.
Yeah, I think when you talk about the best player in the world, understanding the time and what we are on the schedule on this road trip, he came out and showed why he's one of the best in the world. He set the tone offensively. His voice, you can hear his voice, and then finding his teammates. But again, he can put the ball in the basket and give him the red, play the defense that we saw tonight. It's up to him to do his job. He did that at a high level tonight.
And it wasn't just Luka. I mean, you got 24 off Kyrie. Just talk about his contribution.
Yeah, Kai, again, the chemistry of playing off of one another. One is going, the other one is just hovering to wait his turn. And Kai, I thought, did a great job there in the second half of being able to play the one-on-one and being able to score. Those two don't see double teams. I think Kai and Luka take advantage of that, and Kai did that tonight. Beating that in the second half to be able to get to the basket or take the three in rhythm. But again, that's what they've been doing here of late, is playing off of one another. Kai's playing at a high level. But I know he's not going to just talk about offense, but his defense, I thought, was at a high level tonight. Being able to ball pressure, being able to get deflections, and being able to be in the right place at the right time. I thought all five of those guys did a great job, talking about the starters, to set the tone defensively. Physicality was at a high, knowing that Houston's going to scrap their small. So I thought, again, our guys did a good job.
4-0 on this road trip, which was not an easy road trip to begin with, and with one more difficult layers. What does it tell you about this team's ability to kind of put some pointers on?
Yeah, I think to that point, we validated the Sacramento trip with this win. And then if you look at Utah, we validated that one with the Sacramento game. So now we'll go back to California, where we just left, and play Golden State. Again, Golden State is fighting for a playoff spot. So they're playing well. They've been in this situation, so it's be a good test for us on Tuesday. Being our last game, we can't look forward to going home. We got to be pros and continue to understand where we stand and what we're fighting for.
Coach, I didn't see too much blitzing tonight, but when teams do blitz, how do you feel like you guys have handled in the pocket making plays on the short roll?
Yeah, our bigs have been great all season. We've seen advantage basketball. Gafford, if he's not finishing on the rim, D-Live or Gaff not finishing at the rim, those guys have been great at being able to find the corners or the slots. Just understanding the preparation of the rotations. Those guys have watched a lot of film and understand what's coming. And so I think they've done an incredible job knowing that Luka and Kyrie are going to get double teamed.
Is that a benefit of having Kyrie as a screener in some instances where, it's hard when a big is making those plays, but when a point guard like Kyrie is making those plays?
Yeah, I think we've used Kai in that situation. We try to use everyone so that they can understand that the situation, the feeling of being able to roll, that we're not just one dimension. A lot of times in the double team, we don't want to put Kai in that situation because we know they're not going to leave. So that just makes the basketball a little easier for us. With PJ, with Deep Jones, and others. But again, when Gaff catches in the paint, his job is to go score first, and he did that tonight.
when you guys see Jalen Green, how talented he was coming into this game, the players just accept that challenge. They're going to go out there and shut it down.
Yeah, the team accepted that challenge. He's playing at a very high level, and we're trying to throw as many bodies and different schemes at him just to keep him off rhythm. He's a guy who can make tough shots. He was playing, I mean, he was averaging 37 a night. So for our group to hold him to 12, I think the guys really were focused and locked in on what they had to do tonight.
You guys are not tired for the fifth spot, which is keep it going.
Yeah, we have no choice. We got to finish this until the end of the season, and then we'll figure out where we are in the series.
Well, Kendrick, what do you think about what Coach Kidd had to say right there?
No, man. Coach Kidd. One thing Coach Kidd is really happy about, and we talked about this in the pregame, is that he's happy about the defense that the Mavericks are playing, and I said he kind of perked up when he saw how they talked about how they controlled Jalen Green, who came in tonight in the month at this month averaging like 31 points, obviously close to 30 points. In this past week time, he's having like 34, and just to control him to 12 points, I'm pretty sure Coach Kidd was happy about that. And the team is playing well. The meshing well together at the right time, getting close to playoff time. And you got to still continue to put the pedal to the metal, because it gets no easier.
I throw that out there.
On this road trip, you got to go to Golden State, another team that's fighting for their playoff lives. Had a victory over the San Antonio Spurs. Eked out one. This is a makeup game, so it's gonna be tough, man. Those guys aren't young guys who don't know the league. Like the Rockets. This is a veteran team that's trying to do all they can to at least make it into the play-in and get a playoff spot. So it's gonna be a tough game. And downtown you deal with a desperate Curry, desperate Green, and a desperate Klay Thompson. It's gonna be a tough game. But listen, the Mavericks got an opportunity to go 5-0 on this road trip.
What you got, Vosh?
4-0 now.
I'm sorry. Well, I got two things. Well, for one, playing Golden State gonna be tough because you got them twice this week. So Tuesday there, and then Thursday here.
Smash them.
And then you got Houston before them on Thursday, so it's a back-to-back. Oh, sorry, Friday here, and you got Houston basically right before them. So you got three games in 4 days. That's gonna be tough for the Mavericks.
We got Houston next Sunday, right before WrestleMania.
And you got Houston next Sunday, so you got 4 games in 6 days. That's kind of tough.
Me and Kendrick will be live in studio for that game.
The second thing is there seems to be, and the guy to my left has been chirping at it, but there seems to be the same narrative as if the Mavericks hadn't just won you 6 or 7 straight games about this Jason Kidd not being here next year, and pretty much firing Kidd and getting rid of Kidd, stuff like that. And I'm still trying to figure out why are we still talking about this here in DFW.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, Kendrick. Before you go, hold on. We gotta. Kendrick, you are not gonna believe this right now. A guy who has been on this show hating him some Jason Kidd, has spoke up and said this comment just right here. Chris Jones, I think the respect for Kyrie along with Kidd has made a huge difference. Oh my God, I'm about to have a heart attack. Chris Jones,
Chris Jones ain't never had no good thing for Coach Kidd. Never had a good thing to say about Coach Kidd.
You know what's funny? I'm hearing it a lot too. I'm hearing, oh well, Kyrie gets along with him, because even before that, when the Mavericks were actually like losing games and like Kidd didn't have Kai, or Luka was doing whatever he was doing, and Maxey was hurt, and pre-PJ and pre-Daniel Gafford, it was like, well, You got to get rid of Kidd because you can't get rid of Luka, you can't get rid of Kyrie. So now Coach Kidd has the reinforcements, and now he has Kyrie doing his thing. And of course, Luka's all world, all MVP type shit. So now it's like, oh, we must keep Kidd because Kyle is getting along with him.
He's on a 7-game win streak. That's why.
Thank you. And that part pisses
me. Be patient. That's all he said was be patient.
Mavericks fans, and Keith, you were talking about some who was the other option?
Huh? Oh, after Kidd?
Yeah.
7 seconds left.
Jeff Van Gundy, bro. 7 seconds left, Mark.
He's talking about some Jared Dudley over here.
Yeah, LeBron won there.
Oh my God.
He said LeBron won Nicholas Dudley.
Hold on. Some people don't want Jared Dudley at the job he doing now.
Y'all I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we're on the delay.
Oh,
that's not true. That's not true. Luka actually asked Jared Dudley to come here.
Okay, did Luka ask Jared Dudley to come here?
I'm just telling you, there's people inside the organization think that job's a little too big for Jared Dudley.
So yeah,
you'll
I don't know what his Dudley thing is.
about basketball.
Right.
It's all about defense.
Like they
How's it a fluke game? We blew y'all out. Ain't no fluke.
Eastside, there wasn't no fluke game. You were down almost about 30, over 30 at one point.
Not to mention your Astros got swept today.
Oh, Eastside, the Astros got swept by the.
Oh, not just a sweep, not just a regular sweep, a 4-gamer. You got swept 4 times. So yeah, you started losing on Thursday, so now it's Sunday.
Bro, you guys are right back. I never thought Kyrie would buy in the Kid like that. When have you ever seen Kyrie this bought in? Because the city of Dallas shows him so much love, Chris. I'm telling you, man. He smiles even when they lose. He smiles. He gets all the respect. Think about it. They have a vegan chef. Boston or New York would have never did this for Kyrie Irving. They got a vegan chef waiting for him.
Last time I seen this Kyrie, this bought in with him and
and also plus he got Walt Chisholm just hyping him up every chance he get the mayor of Kyrie town, Walt Chisholm right there. Never gonna let him see. The only arguments I need, Sean.
So look, check this out. So also you gotta attribute it to not only just Jason Kidd, but hell, playing with Luka actually makes your game better. I'm sorry, you play with guys like Kevin Durant, you play with LeBron, people like that. I mean, he's comfortable. First of all,
I'm sorry, cut you off. Eastside, we're on a 7-game win streak, bro. 7-game win streak. And yes, your team just happened to be in the path of the 7-game win streak.
Yeah, just happened to be because, well, for one, they were on an 11-game heater, and then all of a sudden, they lost to that one. Listen, and also you kind of shut down Green, so that was big time as well. So
Green had 12 points in this game.
I mean, can you kind of give it to the defense tonight? Yeah, you can.
I said the defense been playing. Listen, the defense with that starting lineup, I think the defense is holding teams to what at this point 90 under 100 points. That starting lineup, the net rate is under 100 points. So the defense has been great. The offense has still been consistent. Right now that starting lineup is that starting lineup that they put out there is basically a juggernaut. So shouts to Jason Kidd for figuring it out, man.
And which is tough in the NBA because pretty much the actual specialist, the defensive specialist doesn't exist anymore. Everybody's about getting points, rebounds, assists, and steals. There's not really. We got this one stopper on our team. Guys like Patrick Beverly are going away. What are you doing on this team? Why are you here if you can't give us a particular stop? If you can't stop LeBron or Kyrie or Luka or KD or anybody else like that, if you can't also score 18 points a game, that position of being a 3-and-D guy kind of is out the door, which is why I'm very appreciative of what kind of game a PJ Washington can give you, what kind of game an Exum can give you. Y'all remember Dorian Finney-Smith Jr. was here, and he was guarding people. But that whole thing is going out the window because the NBA wants to see points. referees are always blowing the whistle, and everybody's always doing this here. I made it, like, look, I made a good block. Let's review it. I didn't foul him. Let's review it. So everything's being reviewed. The NBA is like, man, listen, stop blowing a whistle or make this like pretty much make the NBA basically defensiveless, and let's score 150 to 149 games a game, points a game, and I don't know, man. It's so frustrating to me though. You can't guard anybody, but I mean, that's what y'all wanted. You young people at home, that's what y'all wanted.
Yeah,
Y'all wanted fast-paced games. There you go.
That means about a couple years, Dylan Brooks won't be in the league anymore.
Same thing. Another one. But see, Dylan Brooks can give you points though.
Hold on,
he was there around.
Hold on, he gave you absolutely zero tonight. So
that's fine. He can score the basketball. Like Dylan Brooks can score. I mean, if you're in the NBA today, you can score the basketball. So let's not act like you're just in the NBA because you can guard. No, you can score, and that's what they want right
now. Okay.
We have never seen Luka give anyone as much respect as he does this team. The Mavs have gone from 3 and D to low post dominant 3 and D. Lob County, lockdown, new age Golden State. Oh, the devil finally showed up after 5 losses in a few days. Oh, my God. Eastside.
Listen, listen. The Mavs got a 7-game winning streak. They're playing good basketball. Everything seems to be in tune. I still want to see. Hopefully, it's not too serious. I don't think Jesse Kidd saying anything about D-Line's leg injury. Hopefully, it's not too serious. They keep him out anytime. Because that 2-head center, man, it's making a difference. People. I'm telling you the reason why the Mavericks are winning games. One on the defense end, because you always have a shot blocking presence in the middle and a lob threat and a rim runner. So that to me, that's the big difference for the Mavs. Like they've been saying in the national media, Windhorst said it perfect. People saying, man, the Mavs are so big. I mean, they're a big basketball team. They're not the same small team who used to get rebounds over and could dominate in the paint. There's none of that anymore. So it's listen, the rest of the league is noticing, man, the size and athleticism the Mavericks are putting out there now.
Also, the Mavericks have the equivalent of what the NFL went to. So y'all remember in the last 4 or 5 years, they started going away from the running game. Everybody was, give me four wide out, and that's just like option read option only. The Mavericks basically went backwards and said, hey, we got a running game now. We can kick. Exponentially, what I'm saying is like they don't have all guards. They're gonna beat you up and get physical with you down low on the block, on the boards. We're rebounding, we're blocking shots, we're throwing lobs. The NBA kind of went away from that for a hot second because of Steph Curry and them. Even Steph got rid of like some of his players on this team. They were from Derek Lee to Lively. To Wiseman. To anybody on that team that was a big, they went away from it. They just wanted shooters. The offense was just geared for guards and shooting. Nah, bro. The Mavericks said, well, since everybody's going away from that, let's go ahead and get a couple of bigs and let's just beat their asses up. And that's why you see Luka getting whatever he wants right now because he doesn't have to worry about that. The same as what Dirk did in 2011 when Tyson Chandler got here. They were like, well, we don't have to shoot the ball no more. We got Tyson Chandler. Let's go. Right. Same thing.
Right. I agree. And it's good. It's good for the Mavs. Listen, the Mavs. Listen, everybody. You're right. Everybody's going to the space game, the 5 and out. But there's advantages, but there's also disadvantages to that, especially if you have the right type of team. And right now, the Mavericks have the right type of team to combat that. They can just pound the hell out of you with pick and roll, rebound the ball, put back. They got 2 capable centers that can score the ball. And I'm not saying the Embiid or Joker, but they can put up double doubles individually. and they can make it tough on you. They can block shots, and also give Daniel Gafford. He's picked up the defensive scheme. Both these centers are now capable of switching and playing out there on the perimeter now. I think Derek Lively can do a little bit better than DG, but DG, I think it was the reason why he was getting caught up as far as getting blown by. He didn't really know the defensive schemes. He knows them now, and now he's a better defender. So now you got two centers who can switch. I'm not saying they can switch on guards all the time, but they can switch on wings and be okay out there. They're not in no man's land, and that makes a lot. So now because now you can keep them out there for 48 minutes. You ain't got to throw Maxi Kleber, and we'll get on Maxi Kleber on another segment and how if this team don't win a championship, that's the first guy that you need to remove and get a better version of. But other than that,
we already got him drafted. Omax.
Yeah, Omax, please turn it into something. Other than that, the Mavs got everything you can want to make a deep run. They can rebound. They can get offensive rebounds. They got centers who can make for the most of it. I'm not saying they're big time playing, but they can pass the ball. They can do a little jump hooks. They're better on free throws. And they can block shots, and they can deter guards from if you get past our guys. Hey, you got something in there that make you may want to pull that ball back out and run some different style of offense. So, yeah, man.
That's why I'm kind of excited about the playoffs and what's about to happen, because now you can match with Zion and Brandon Ingram down there in New Orleans. Now you can kind of contend with the Clippers and how Luka cooks Zubac, but now you got bigs down there, so Luka doesn't have to even worry about them down there. And team at the top, Denver, you just beat them, and your bigs helped you. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to fast forward it per se to get to the playoffs. I still want this team to develop. It's from inside out. Today you shot, what was it, 50-something 3-pointers, and you made 24. It's not going to always happen. You're going to need bigs down there later on in the postseason.
Right.
So with that being said, like Chet Holmgren and them got. I mean, hell, we're going to give every single team a tough time. The Mavericks will be a tough out in the playoffs. I guarantee you, it's going to be fun.
Right. And Walt, I mean, and Tobias, and on this, listen, these bigs the Mavs have, like I got 48 minutes worth of bigs. It's not just for the now. These aren't old guys. Daniel Gafford just turned 25, and Derek Lively just turned 20, and Daniel Gafford still got 3 more years left. And we know they drafted D-Live for the long run to be on the same timeline with Luka. So you're going to have these guys here for a while, and these are young guys. So these guys, you see what Nico was doing. Think about it. Think about what you're going to be dealing with for the next few years. You're gonna have Wemby. You got to deal with him. He ain't gonna be getting better. I'm not gonna say he'll stop it, but you got to have guys be able to deal with him. You got Joker. You still got to deal with him. You got AD. He's still a young man. You got to deal with him for some time to time. You got the length of the Pelicans. You got to deal with him, with those guys. So these are young teams. Also, you got the Memphis Grizzlies. They're a big team. And they're a young team. You got to deal with those guys. Chet Holmgren with OKC. You got to deal with these guys. And now the Mavericks have guys that can deal with them, not just for this year, for the long run, Tobias.
I look at the Mavericks team, and I actually equate the Mavericks team to another team here in Arlington that just took care of business, and that's the Rangers. And how young this Rangers team is, and they're still bringing up youth. They're still, giving you youth. You're young at every single position. There's no old guy except at pitcher, which that's your advantage. And what the Mavericks are now doing, Luke is pretty much, the longest tenured Mavs, by far. But I mean, you got Kyrie and then Luka being the two oldest dudes on the team. That's leadership, and they're still young. Kyrie is what 32?
Yeah, 30.
So you still got some basketball left, especially with him sitting out a whole bunch of games because of his, political side. Now I say that loosely. Luka's bringing you.
Right, I said actually put an extra year on him.
Well, did it though?
Yeah,
because his body really didn't get touched. Oh, okay, got you. But yeah, you're extending Kyrie. Luka's still young, 5th or 6th season, and then like you just said, everybody else is younger than you, and you got dogs in your staff, you got dogs on your team, and your dogs can actually play. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, for one, injuries, and then two, what is everybody else going to do in the off season? How are other teams going to draft? How is other teams going to pretty much LeBron and them? Now are we facing another LeBron? Are we facing another super team? Like stuff like that, just to kind of compete in the West and also compete with the Mavs.
The Mavs right now, they need to just be worried about just building the team. It's still things you want to do with this team. Obviously, we'll talk about that at a later date. But listen, PJ is 25 himself. He just turned 25, so he's young. Luka's just turned 25. You got Jaden Hardy's 21, 20. You got Josh Green is 22 or 21, something like that. You got Max who's around 20. Derek Lively's 20. Daniel Gafford's 25. So all in all, the only 30-year-olds you have on this team, one rarely plays in Dwight Powell. Maxey should be on his way out after this season. Tim Hardaway Jr. might be on his way out this season. The other one really that's comparable of playing is Kyrie. I mean, you have Markeith, but he's basically kind of like Dwight Powell. He's that elder leader, 14th man on the bench. So he's there just for leadership. So, but other than that, the team really is kind of young. But for those guys that don't really play or backups don't really get on, you have replacements for those guys. It's just if those younger guys step up, you need Max to step up and start taking some of those minutes for Max. If not, take all those minutes for Max. He's drafted in the first round. You need Jaden Hardy to have a higher basketball IQ. Same goes for Josh Green. If you want minutes, especially on this kid, he honors high basketball IQ. He don't care how athletic you are. You need to play underneath Coach Kidd. You got to have a high basketball IQ. If you don't have that, you're not going to play. So those guys need to.
Just about Jaden Hardy, what he did earlier when you got all upset.
He got the ball.
Watching CNN.
Yeah. Me and Dalton Trigg had the same idea. Get him off the floor. But they got to get higher basketball IQs. They got to get smarter on the court if they want to get minutes because if you can unlock those two guys, so it takes the Mavericks to a more higher level. Because then now you can say goodbye to Tim Hardaway Jr. You can say
Kendrick Malcolm wants to know: do Kendrick believe the Mavs will make the playoffs instead of the play-in tournament?
Yes, they will make the actual playoff. Not the play-in tournament. I said if the Mavs go 4-1 or 5-0, they're guaranteed locks to make the actual playoff, and they did that. But hey, be greedy, man. You got a tough road game against Golden State. Let's go 5-0. Let's go 5-0 because you try right now with the way that the Clippers are. Listen, the Clippers are 2-0 since their coach called them soft, but they were lucky to get that 2-0. A thing here and there. 3-0 now. They beat the Mets breaks off the Hornets, but those two games before then, they're lucky. They're lucky they won those two games previous, or they could have been 1-2. In these last three games.
And then, of course, it was laughable how Kelly Oubre walked up to the referees and called each one of them a bitch.
Yeah.
Each one of their family members bitches. I mean, and then that was a game that the Clippers should have lost. Yes.
Yeah.
It was just kind of exciting just to see Kelly Oubre go off on them like that. Hold the referees accountable. But my last point that I wanted to make is, again, shooting. how are you going to shoot in the playoffs? We saw that high shooting by the Mavs in the playoffs could get you to the Western Conference Final, right? But you also had Jalen Brunson and Dodo. This year is going to be kind of tough because now you're big centric. You're going to have to shoot the basketball in the playoffs to advance. So that's my only concern. I mean, you got Kyrie, you got Luka, sure, but when teams start doubling Luka and blitzing and doubling and blitzing Luka, making Kyrie penetrate, now you got Tim Hardaway as your only 3-point shooter on the team. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but yeah, that's a big time concern.
Actually, yeah. But in reality point, Kyrie can turn into a 3-point shooter because he plays off the ball when Luka's on. He plays off the ball, and he's a good standstill 3-point shooter. Also, Dante Exum, Walt pointed this out. He's been shooting 50% since he came back. He's been shooting 50% from the three. Now, if that's gonna last, I don't know, but hopefully you can get something out of Tim Hardaway Jr. It looks like he's starting to find his stroke off and on. Hopefully he can find it before the playoffs. Hopefully Maxi Kleber won't be too scared to shoot the ball and actually shoot the basketball. But yeah, it's something to be noted. But I like the way this team is figured going into a playoff run rather than I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they're just a team that caught fire on side of three. I mean, from three and basically rode that to a Western Conference Finals. And then when the three stopped falling, you saw all Tobias, you saw all the holes in the Mavericks had 2 years ago. So it's something to be noted. Tobias, you're right on that. But I like the way this team is forward looking going to the playoffs than I did actually 2 years ago. Don't mean it means anything. I just say I like it.
We win more clutch games than anyone this whole year.
That's fine because you got Luka. You got Luka and Kyrie. That's why you win clutch games.
And Chris, why you been wanting to fire Coach Kidd?
All right, fellas, let me just jump in real fast. Nah, we already see.
All right, we got PJ Washington.
Hey, what it do, baby?
I'm sorry. Let me give him his right name. 3J Washington on the scene tonight.
I got the wrist right. I got the wrist right. I got that wrist right.
All right, here we go. Here goes 3J.
Why do you think you guys were did such a good job against Green? Was the key to that?
Obviously, we know he's been having great games lately, so we try to take him out of the game early and make it hard for him and get somebody else to do it. So every time we came off the pick and roll, we just want to be aggressive and get the ball in his hands.
When Luka has to go in like that, PJ, what goes on your mind watching all that magic he's doing up there?
It's just magic. I just enjoy him being himself out there and just going out there and dominating each and every night. So it's special to watch, and obviously playing with a player like that is special. So it's exciting for me too, and I hope he does it again next game too. So for sure.
I can't remember if you were on the court or on the bench when you made the underhanded.
No, I was on the court when I seen that. I've never seen anything like that in the NBA game ever. So just the fact that he's doing stuff like that is crazy to me. So it just shows how easy the game is for him. And like I said, I'm just glad I'm on this team doing it. So.
Is it like a game of horse or something like that?
I don't know. Whatever game it is, I feel like he's always winning. So I'm just glad we got it done tonight. I'm glad everybody hit shots and played well on the defensive end. We started the game, but we got a good win today.
You got the ones that might last 12. When you got it going like this, can you pinpoint one reason why you got it going like this?
I just feel like we're there for each other. We're connected on both ends of the floor. No matter if the guys miss shots, we're telling them to keep shooting, and we're there for each other. No matter what, I feel like this team is gelled together, and we're on a good path right now. And we're just taking everything one game at a time.
How much personal satisfaction do you take in walking down there getting scored?
A lot. That's my job to come out here and get stops. So I take a lot of pride in that, and I'm just excited to come out here and show how I can guard defensively.
Over the past few weeks, the defense as a team has improved substantially. What are the key areas that have improved in your opinion?
Just physicality, rebounding, just being in the right spots. I feel like and being able to talk on that end as well is important. So I feel like we're doing a great job of that right now, and everybody's connected down there. And obviously, Gap and Lively have been great blocking stuff at the rim. So
Kind of a crazy look. It was already in California.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about that. I wouldn't want to get on this flight, but that's what COVID is. So. Thank you, guys.
It's time for news about the news. Sling TV has the same news programming $40 a month. It's the same news programming you love, starting at $40 a month.
How'd you like
That's
that
what
for
I just said.
3J?
Right.
Yeah, man. 3J. My guy. We got the wrist right in Utah, man. Listen, he's starting to. If you notice, he's starting to get comfortable. I think he was trying. I talked to him in Utah, man. I talked to him in Utah. He's talking about man how nervous and he was. You know, it's a different type of energy here when you're competing for something when you're not competing for nothing. But so I just pointed out to him. Well, I said, man, don't be nervous, man. Hey, it's just basketball. All it is basketball. You listen to me and you see what's going on. Oh man, he's playing defense. Now he's playmaking. I say, hey, man, just be a baller, man. He's from Kentucky. You all make a baller. And the guy's playmaking. Now he's averaging. Now he's averaging double-digit points. He's averaging a few assists and he rebounding. Just proving why he was a good deal.
And now, last but not least, we got Luka the Don. The Don at the podium.
Come on, come on, Houston. You let a guy that looks like that bum you almost for 50 points.
And it's not even Ramadan for him. Here goes Luka, man. Let's go to Luka real quick.
Guy looks like that.
First of all, how do you describe that underhand shot?
I wasn't surprised. You know, when I was young, I was bartending, so it's
okay. But what occurred to you just to try that shot instead of?
I don't know the answer to that question. I had a good feeling it was going to. I don't know. I think it was 1 second. I think so.
Right, but I mean, you could have attempted maybe you made a hook shot in that situation.
I don't know. You know, those are the shots I like.
Look where you got 11 in the last 12. What have you noticed about the way you've been able to play these last 12 games?
I think our defense is our energy. They've been at a high level for most of those games. And we stay together all the time. So even when teams make run, we stay together, and that's the most important thing.
No, that just seemed like the shots were just going in tonight. Just part about where you guys were play on offense again.
Yeah, I mean, we're aggressive, I think. Aggressive, we switched. So I think me and Kai went to work. And everybody else was open, so we had to knock those shots down. 24 threes, and almost open threes, so we do it enough and down.
About 3 weeks ago, I asked if you thought that this was your best season, and you said you thought it was. In what way do you think it's been better? I mean, when you're out there, in what ways do you feel like you're better than in the past?
I think a lot of things. I think the most important is maturity. I've been with it for 5 years now, so just understanding the game, learning the game, and just maturity. It's better from both ends. I've been better this season, so just got to keep going.
Do you feel like you're playing MVP worthy ball?
That's the question for you guys. I'm not one.
Luka, when you have your step back going the way it has been recently and all year, honestly, are you a bit surprised when you see as much switching out there, especially with bigs?
No, I'm surprised when they double me because I usually make the right read, so then it's 4-3 basketball with a lot of space. So when they double me, there's chances for everybody to get involved. That's what we did in SAC. So I think I'm more surprised now when they double me.
Kind of a crazy road trip. You already had 2 games in Sacramento, and now you got to go back to Northern California again. I know you're excited about that.
No, just went 30 minutes flight home. It's 4 hours flight. I miss home now. It hasn't been the longest road trip ever. 12 days, I think it is.
Yeah.
Sacramento used much different defensive strategies than the Rockets tonight with blitzing more and late doubles. What are your thoughts on how the group has handled those different styles after having, quite a few games since the trade deadline?
I think it's better. We play better when they double me. Like I said, it's open space, 4-on-3 basketball. And you got Kai on the other side too, so I think we play better when they double me. Everybody gets involved. It's easier for us in offense.
And then what has helped sustain your three-point percentage to this point of the season? You're shooting at a very high clip this late.
Yeah, just getting working. My legs has been way better than last season, so it's all about the legs.
Talk about your defense a little bit. You had 2 steals there.
Yeah. Most of the team.
Don is having a good time, man. He's just smiling and everything.
Yeah, man. He had a little word to the voters. He said, "I don't make
everything."
Yeah, he had a little word to the voters. He said, "I don't make those decisions. I don't do the votes. That's y'all." What he's letting everybody know is, I'm the best player in this league this season. I don't care about all these other guys. Y'all trying to fantasize getting the MVP. You guys know I'm that guy. You guys know I'm him. But one more interesting thing comment. He said, Walt. He said his legs are better this season. You know why his legs? Because he ain't carrying as much weight as he did last season. That's why his legs are better. So when listen, everybody know this is a skinny man's game. Big people don't survive it that long. So he put in the work in the off season, and now his legs are lighter. So that's credit to him for taking Coach Kid's advice and everybody's criticism and getting his body in better shape this off season to demand the grueling season that he has to do every year. He has the most minutes. One of the guys that have the most minutes. He has the most usage year in and year out. So he has to keep himself in shape. If he wants to survive, I think he understands that now. He has a better diet, has a nutrition now, and it's credit to him. You got to put in the work if you want to be great. And you're seeing the best version of himself up to date. But I think he got some more levels to go. I think he can get himself in even better shape and become an even more better version of himself now that he's 25 and starting to go to his later 20s.
All right, man. Let's get you queued up real quick so you can give us some scores.
Yeah, let's get some scores, man. Some scores. Okay. It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game slate in the association today. Let's kick it off with some of the early games. Denver Nuggets, defending champions, whooped what out of the Cleveland Cavaliers, handing them a 29-point butt with 130-101 big game by Joker. The Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Brooklyn Nets 116-104. Big game from LeBron and AD. The Clippers get a more comfortable win over the over Grant Williams and the Charlotte Hornets 130-118. Let's see. Paul George with a big 41-point night. The Philadelphia 76ers defeat the Toronto Raptors 135-120. The Miami Heat defeated the Washington Wizards 119-107. As we know, the OKC Thunder in a thriller defeat the New York Knicks 113-112. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a buzzer beater in the Garden. Only had 19, but I'm pretty sure the national media is going to deride that for the next 2 days because they so want Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be the MVP because they just hating on Luka all the time. Speaking of Luka, the real MVP had 47 points in a game and beat a team, smashed a team, is what we'll say, with 11-game win streak. That's over with. Mavericks increased their win streak to 7 as they defeat the Houston Rockets in comfortable fashion, 125-107. Chicago Bulls get a shocking win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. On the road, 109-101. Bad loss for Minnesota if they want to try to have any thoughts of that number 1 seed. And the Golden State Warriors team will be playing next on Tuesday. That'll be on TNT. That's a makeup game from earlier that should have been played due to their one of the assistant coaches unfortunately passing. But they defeat Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs 117-113. And also in progress, Walt. And guys, Sacramento Kings, the team we stomped on, has a 16-point lead over the Utah Jazz, 76-60. That's midway through the third. Let's get to tomorrow. Anybody wants some Monday slates, Walt? This is going to be some big important to the Mavs. Let's kick it off with the Boston Celtics. Should be easy dub over Grant Williams and the Charlotte Hornets. Grant Williams seeing his old team again. The Memphis Grizzlies play the Detroit Pistons. Brooklyn Nets face Rick Carlisle and the Indiana Pacers. The Portland Trail Blazers face Coach Mose and the Orlando Magic. And the Atlanta Hawks face the Chicago Bulls. But this will be a big game here, Walt. This will have some Mavs eyes in it. The New Orleans Pelicans host the Phoenix Suns. And I know, guys, I know I'm not a Devin Booker fan, but I will be rooting for Devin Booker tomorrow in that game. Shout out to Bad Bunny. Yeah. Pelicans, that game will be on NBA TV, so if you want to watch it, it will be a national televised game. Suns at Pelicans. And also, anybody wants to know the Mavericks' next game will be on TNT. That will be the late game at 9 p.m. Tip, it'll be Mavs at Warriors. And Walt, they're just standing.
Well, here, right on the screen right now, we've got the standings right now.
Yeah, with this win, the Mavericks have even though they have a tie, they're tied with the New Orleans Pelicans, but because they have a better division and conference record, they're in the 5th spot. New Orleans in the 6th. The Clippers are in the 4th spot, only two up on the Mavs and Clippers. So there's still opportunities there. The Minnesota Timberwolves, after a bad loss tonight, fall to 3rd. They're 51-23. The Denver Nuggets are at 2nd. They're 52-23, and the OKC Thunder are 52-22. They hold the number 1 seed for now. In the 7th spot, in the play-in spot, the Phoenix Suns, they're at 43-31, and the Sacramento Kings also in the 8th spot at 42-31. Look like they're gonna get that 43rd win comfortably. The Lakers are in 9th at 42-33. Golden State Warriors, and with their win at 40-34, and with the loss, the Houston Rockets fall 2 games back up the Golden State Warriors. They're at 38-36, followed by the Utah Jazz 29-45, Memphis 24-50, Portland 19-55, and San Antonio 18-57.
So the Mavs are locked in at number 5. Well, not locked in, like you said, they're tied with that. The Houston Rockets were hanging around close to coming up on the Warriors.
But
they need a couple more wins
back after this loss. They're 2 games back now of 10.
Yeah, they need to go to State Warriors. They probably rooting for us on
yeah, because they play Golden State also this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they play Golden State also this week. So.
All right. Well, Vosh, let me ask you this: Do you see us getting a number 4?
Right now, you're 2 games behind 4, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on
2.5. No. You two.
Hold on, guys. Let me read you the Clippers schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may if you have a good week, you may get a chance to get the 4. On the 2nd at Kings. On the 4th, back at home against the Nuggets.
So Tuesday, Thursday.
The 5th, second half of back-to-back, still at home against the Utah Jazz.
For Friday.
On the 7th. On the 7th. That'll be a Sunday. That'll be at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers. On the 9th, they're at Phoenix, and then on the 10th, they're back at home against Phoenix. So
You know,
there's some
a home and
opportunities
home.
there. There's some opportunities there for the Mavericks to get to 4.
Just don't for the Mavs, like they just can't bullshit around. Like keep winning games, keep beating teams that you're supposed to win, and I mean, let basketball happen, especially over there on the West Coast. And we will still have time to see it because the Mavericks will be taking care of business 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock range. The Clippers will be doing, playing a whole bunch of late games, for everybody over there on the West Coast. So yeah, I mean, when you win a game or two, the Mavericks play on Tuesday. The Mavericks play also on Thursday. The Mavericks play on Friday as well. The Mavericks also, I think, play on Sunday. So they got the exact same schedule, the exact same days that they play on. So there will be a lot of scoreboard watching this week.
Yeah. Let me give you the Pelican schedule. Let me give you the Pelicans before we go off. Let me give you the Pelican schedule. Pelicans, like we said, tomorrow a big game. You're rooting for the Phoenix Suns. They're at home against Phoenix. Also on the 3rd, they'll be on a Wednesday. They're back at home against the Orlando Magic. That'll be a toughie. Orlando's not tough. It's a tough out. Then they're still at home on the 5th. That'll be a Friday at home against San Antonio Spurs. Spurs are playing a little bit well, but then on the 7th at Phoenix. Then on the 9th at Portland. They got a little West Coast trip coming up. Then on the 11th at Sacramento. Then the second night of a back-to-back on the 12th at Golden State, and then they finish up on the 14th against the Lakers. I say that's going to be tough because all those teams are still going to be vying for not just playoff seeding, but play-in seeding because it's a fight, Tobias. You got the top part right here, fighting for the number 1 seed, Tobias, and you got that medium fighting for that 4 to 5 to 6. But you're also going to have teams like the Kings, the Warriors, and the Lakers fighting for 7 through 10. So those aren't gimme games for the Pelicans.
A few years ago, around 2011ish, baseball came down to playing 163 games, and there was three scenarios that everything was all tied up, and so there was 3 games on basically 163rd game. Usually there's not that situation. I think the NBA boils down to this final week. Excuse me, everybody has 8 games remaining, maybe even 7. But yes, there'll be a whole bunch of toggling and a whole bunch of jostling for position for the playoffs. So I think this will be a fun week coming up. This will be amazing. Buck your seatbelts on this.
And somebody tweeted me doing the Mavs. Mavs at Warriors on the 2nd, then turn around back at home against on the 4th against the Atlanta Hawks. Then the second night of a back-to-back, at least that'll be at home. Golden State comes back in. That'll be a toughie. This little 3 games will be a tough. This little 4-game stretch will be a toughie. And then on the 7th, next Sunday, 2:30, back at home against the Houston Rockets. And then on the road at Charlotte, take care of business there. Miami, take care of business there at Miami. Then you got your last home game against Detroit. Take care of business there. And then depending on what OKC, if they clinched anything, you add OKC depending on if they clinched anything or not. If they clinched anything, if they clinched like the number 1 seed, then there's opportunities to get that win. If not, it's probably gonna be a dogfight because the Mavericks still gonna be to the bitter end, probably be fighting for that 5th to 4th to 6th seed all the way through.
By Tuesday, you should know if the 1, 2, and the 3 seed will have nothing to play for. I'm sorry, by Thursday, you will know if the 1, 2, or 3 seed will have nothing to play for. You should have an idea. Not really locked in, but you should have an idea of what those guys got. And then, like Kendrick just said, coaches starting to sit boys. Coaches starting to just wave the white flag in the first half. Developmental dudes getting called up, stuff like that. I just hope the Mavericks is not in that situation where you need OKC to win the game, and then all of a sudden you look up and they're playing 8 G Leaguers. Yeah, stuff like that. So again, win your games and hope that the Clippers can lose a couple of games. But Mavericks got to take care of their own business.
That's why I said when Walt said, well, you going no, you can't sit Luke, you can't sit none of them. You're in the midst of the playoffs started last week for the Mavericks. You got to win games. You got to win games. If you want to get a home court in the first round, you got to catch the Clippers. That means you got to play everybody unless somebody's seriously injured. You can't. Ain't no nights off. Ain't no rest days. You rest when the season's over with. Because if you rest them now, you be resting earlier than you want to. So you got to play. The playoffs start now. The playoffs start now for everybody. Everybody's ramping up because it's about jockeying for position now. It's the game within the game.
All right, man. You heard it here first. So we'll be back Tuesday night when the Mavs take on the Golden State Warriors.
I think that's late.
Yeah, it's a late game. I think it's a 9 o'clocker. So we're gonna be up late night on next Tuesday.
Another late game.
Another late game. But to Tovash over in Arlington, to Kendrick over in Oak Cliff, and to me over here in the studio in Irving. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, and we will see you around live Tuesday night when the Mavs take on the Golden State Warriors live in Golden State.